Hello and welcome to the news at 10 on NTA News 24, broadcasting live from Abuja. I'm Comfort Amadu. Let's take a look at some of the trending headlines. World Bank, federal government and Gombe State partner on 9-month projects to transform livestock sector, create jobs and boost food security. $64,000 candidates sat for 2025 National Common Entrance examination concluded successfully by National Examinations Council.
Represents progress in a national effort to restore hope, dignity, safety and patriotism to fellow Nigerians.
New hope for displaced Nigerians. Nasarawa Resettlement City inaugurated, offers shelter and skills for fresh start. We'll begin with the World Bank, federal and Gombe State government groundbreaking of the construction of agro-livestock industrial zone for improved food security and enhance wealth creation. The project is built to be completed within the duration of 9 months and is to further unlock more vista of opportunities for the overall benefit of the society. Details with Yusuf Jika.
Optimization livestock infrastructure to promote food security and boost commercial farming remains a strategic compass under the watch of the Ministry of Livestock Development. Now, the Gombe Agro-Livestock Industrial Zone is setting an agenda through provision of state-of-the-art facilities to enhance red meat industry, strengthen veterinary services, leveraging the tripartite project sitting on 184 hectares.
The project, which is designed and estimated to cost close to 50 billion naira, is expected to enhance climate resilience, food security, and sustainable livestock production.
It's pertinent to mention that none of these byproducts will go to waste. The blood, the horns, the bones, the marrow, the hooves, the horns, the hide and skin, the feathers, the claws, all are raw materials for other industries.
Projected to be completed and put to use within the duration of 9 months, with priority in various animal processing zones, which critical stakeholders assured will sit at the heart of the renewed hope agenda.
I'm sure by the time this abattoir is done, we are talking of creating like 20,000 jobs.
This aspiration is taking shape in Gombe State, which is rapidly emerging as the initiator in livestock development.
With these developments, the livestock industry in the country is gradually bouncing back, prospecting empowerment as key in strengthening the nation's economy and guaranteeing a secured future for millions in the sector. In Gombe, Yusuf Jiga, NTA News.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security says that President Bola Tinubu's administration is determined to ensure that Nigerians have access to quality and affordable food. And the ministry has also clarified the motive behind the proposed prayers for food security. Let's get details of that report from Musa Babaliu.
Policy for food security under President Tinubu's administration is not merely theoretical. It is a proactive initiative aimed at ensuring that the country achieves food security. This commitment is reflected in the administration's allocation of resources to make food production simpler, more cost-effective, and affordable for citizens. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is actively working to ensure food nutrition security for the country in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Some of the programs being implemented include the delivery of more than 2,000 tractors under the supervision of the Ministers of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari and Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi. Similarly, more than 2 million bags of fertilizer and other inputs have been distributed to farmers to reduce production costs.
What Mr. President has mandated us to do is to see how we can balance between consumer welfare and also farmer welfare. We are concerned about what it will impact on the well-being of the farmer. So we are working out modalities so that we can bring out how we can support farmers and how we can offtake from the farmers.
Regarding the purported special prayers organized by the ministry staff, management clarified that this exercise is not an official policy of the ministry. A statement provided to NTA, the ministry explained that the prayer session is an initiative of the Human Resources Department designed to promote staff well-being. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Now let's take a look at education, with Nigeria continuing its pursuit of excellence in education and maintaining high standards in national examination as a top priority. And the Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmed, was on ground to monitor the 2025 National Common Entrance Examination organized by the National Examination Council, NECO. Zenred Digmun reports on the ministry's assessment and federal government's commendation for the council's seamless coordination of the exercise.
As pencils scratch against paper, futures are being shaped across the country. 64,000 candidates are sitting for the 2025 National Common Entrance Examination, a critical step towards admission into Nigeria's prestigious Unity colleges. According to Professor Suwaiba Ahmed, this remarkable turnout is more than just a number, but a reflection of trust Nigerians have in the Unity colleges as institutions that unite diverse cultures while nurturing academic excellence and national identity.
We are doing good, and that's why parents are happy with us and then allowing their students to register for this examination so that they can be part of the Unity schools. We are happy with the conduct of the examination, and we are hoping that even for our senior secondary school examination, that is the SSCE, WAEC and NECO, we will see an improvement where exams will be conducted on time and everything will go smoothly.
We have not seen any challenge. Materials are enough and delivered on time. For such candidates like candidates with autism, there are people that assist them, and the blind candidate are provided with braille and other equipment for them to answer their questions.
Professor Ahmed also emphasizes the need to uphold higher standards in the conduct of national examinations, stressing that the integrity of these assessments remains the foundation of a credible and resilient education system. In Abuja, Zenred Digmun, NTA News.
So imagine completing your studies in just 3 years and having access to federal starter packs or soft loans to launch your own enterprise. For more than 29,000 students sitting for the 2025 TVET 1 entrance examination into federal science and technical colleges across the country, that imagination is fast becoming a pathway to reality, and it's organized by the National Business and Technical Examination Board. And the exam is more than a test, but a doorway to skills acquisition, youth empowerment, and economic self-reliance. Let's get more from Olainka Ojo.
Technical and Vocational Education and Training, TVET, offers more than just a classroom instruction. It delivers a hands-on practical approach to learning, equipping students with industry-recognized credentials and skills that are in high demand in today's job market. Designed to empower students with specialized knowledge across diverse sectors from construction, fashion, hospitality to engineering, TVET Pathway is transforming how young Nigerians prepare for the future. For thousands of hopefuls, this year's entrance examination into Nigeria's 33 federal science and technical colleges is more than a test. It is a stepping stone to personal and economic transformation. Among them is 13-year-old Angel Pius, who dreams of becoming both a caterer and a fashion designer. Today, she is one of over 29,000 students writing the exam, hoping to transit into Senior Secondary School 1 with a purpose.
Because I love doing it in my house, I know how to cook, I'm in charge of the housework, and And also I have interest in all these ladies' garments.
Mechanical crafts, like aluminum is there, building of things is there.
The entrance questions are based on the different skills set, but the students will be admitted based on their areas of strength while answering the questions. By enrolling in TVET programs, students like Angel will gain industry-relevant skills that open doors to immediate employment and self-reliance. The curriculum is tailored to align with labor market demands, ensuring graduates are ready to hit the ground running.
No country succeeds without the artisan, craftsmen, and technicians. They form the backbone of GDP of any nation. No factory, no industry succeeds without this class of people. And again, in Nigeria, we depend so much on paper qualification. That era has gone. But with this group of people, this innovation, this initiative, the Nigerian in no distant time will be able to produce.
Then apart from the opportunity it affords parents, being that we are given the privilege that is going to be tuition free, it's another motivation.
A bold step in building a future where young Nigerians are not job seekers but job creators. Olainka Ojo, NTA News.
So one city at a time. Nigeria is implementing comprehensive inclusion of displaced members of the society, their resettlement going hand in hand with empowerment and skill acquisition. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu said this while inaugurating the Renewed Hope Resettlement City in Yerkande community in Kefi, Nasarawa State for displaced persons. State House correspondent Adini Taiwo reports.
Yerkande village is a serene community located in the deep recess of Kefi, Nasarawa State. Its skyline is now dotted with the Senator Oluremi Tinubu IDP Resettlement City, established by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and IDPs, and currently home to about 239 persons of concern who have been displaced from their homes due to insurgency, communal clashes, and natural disasters. Flying on the wings of compassion, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu is here to put a name and voice behind ongoing federal government efforts to give the IDPs a new lease of life and promote their inclusion.
Today's occasion represents progress in a national effort to restore hope, dignity, safety, and patriotism to fellow Nigerians who have been displaced from their homes due to circumstances, communal clashes, and natural disasters. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR would love to see all Nigerians being cared for, live in a dignified environment, and being productive to society as their hope is being renewed.
The inauguration of the city is a milestone, but to effectively change the narrative for the IDPs, she says there is more to be done.
Our work does not end here. It is also encouraging to hear that the resettlement city is equipped with greenhouses, vocational training centers, a police station, and a clinic. This will no doubt go a long way in helping the families to settle down and be independent. To the families being settled here today, I say this is a new dawn. I urge you to continue to be law-abiding and live peaceably with your community, with your host community.
They lived purely on farming. And today, once they get away from the farming activities, it's a problem. And that's the reason why we decided to give them 100 hectares of land so they can go and continue with the farming activity.
For displaced people, your voice is heard. You are seen, you are valued, and you also belong.
The Ministry of Women Affairs stands ready to scale up all interventions, not just for the IDPs that will be reintegrated today, but for all persons of concern in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
This center will offer practical training in viable, bankable crafts, enabling thousands of persons of concern to acquire sustainable means of income. I have this message for my friend. He's the best president. He's our friend today. He will be our friend tomorrow.
Their hope renewed, residents of the city applaud the federal government and RHI for giving them a sense of belonging.
We are home, away from home.
In furtherance of our directive to put money in the hands of women, a business recapitalization grant of 200,000 naira was presented to women in each of the households. From Yakande village in Kefi, Adeni Itaiwo, NTA News.
Yes, the federal government is renewing hope across sectors with the efforts to also fight childhood cancer. We'll bring you details of that story and more developing stories as well. The government is determined to confront the rising tide of childhood cancer in Nigeria and to save more young lives. Nigerians are stepping up the campaign against childhood cancer as dozens of children and adults turn up for free cancer eye screening in Abuja. The effort is to promote early detection and accessible treatment. Details with Thomas Ogbetere.
Outreach provided free cancer and eye screening to both children and adults, offering not only medical support but also a message of hope, resilience and awareness. At the heart of this initiative is a clear and powerful message: early detection saves lives. The program is especially focused on reaching Nigerian families in undeserved communities, encouraging regular health checks for children, because when diseases like cancer are caught early, the chances of successful treatment and survival go up significantly.
A lot of people we have spoken to in this community are not even aware that children have cancer, so we try as much as possible to go around communities, talk to them about childhood cancer, let them know the signs and symptoms to look out for as parents and as caregivers.
Because this represents an opportunity to screen the community, both children and even adults, for cancers of different types.
It wasn't just about test and screening. Cancer survivors were there too, sharing their stories. Their presence turned the event into something more powerful, a living reminder that cancer doesn't have to be a death sentence, especially when there is timely intervention and the right support.
Early detection saves lives. Finding it on time and taking action is what is keeping a lot of people.
In Gidon Magoro, where the outreach took place, residents welcomed the Okapi Children Cancer Foundation and its partners. For many, the visit felt like a step in the right direction.
This program is a good thing because health is wealth.
Health advocates on ground stress that with cancer cases rising among Nigerian children, initiatives like this could be key in turning the tide. A call for more national attention, increased funding, and stronger partnership in the fight against childhood cancer. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
Tackling challenges of ageism demands a comprehensive approach, one that identifies elder abuse, safeguards older adults, and holds perpetrators accountable. As nations rise or start awareness on these issues, Elizabeth Omori looks at the root causes of elder abuse, prevention and intervention strategies to combat this growing societal issue.
All humans is characterized by a decline in physical and biological functions over time. It is a complex process that involves physiological, psychological, and social changes. When these changes occur, humans become feeble and oftentimes lack the ability to attend to personal needs. Psychologists say lack of understanding of the needs of older persons, neglect, negative stereotype of older adults, and refusal to accept dependence that accompany old age promote elder abuse. Rufina is 64 and a widow. She says elder abuse within the family is a growing concern.
Mostly if you don't have a baby boy in your husband's house, you are nowhere to be found. Make sure you leave the farming. They will collect everything belonging to your husband and leave you empty-handed.
I didn't say again now, they no go look me down. They must help me. But they say to make a struggle now, make a see waiting and go job.
We appeal to the federal government now to do more about our economy.
As a global concern, the International Network for the Prevention of Elder Abuse and the World Health Organization at the United Nations in 2006 adopted June 15 to promote public health and human rights for the aging population. Report by the World Health Organization shows that approximately 1 in 6 people aged 60 and older experience some form of elder abuse. This year's advocacy theme, addressing abuse of older adults in long-term care facilities through data and action, is what the National Senior Citizens Center is leveraging to facilitate actions by stakeholders and experts in geriatric care at national and subnational levels to stem all forms of elder abuse in Nigeria.
Let our action speak louder than words. Together we can build a future where older persons live with dignity, free from fear and harm. We are not talking about the ones that we have at home alone. We have elderlies that are internally displaced. We have to reach out to them.
The NSCC Elder Justice Charter is a framework developed to address elder abuse alongside strategic partnerships with relevant law enforcement agencies to help victims get justice. Elizabeth Omori, NTU News.
A tragedy struck the Tudunwada Pantami area of Gombe State, where a devastating high voltage surge from an electricity transformer claimed 5 lives and left 13 others injured. Shockingly, among the deceased is a senior state government official. Let's get details of this report from Tafawa Hamza Mayo.
This is the scene near Tudunwadam Pantami, where a catastrophic electrical incident unfolded early Saturday morning. Among the victims was Muhammad Yusuf Kulani, Permanent Secretary of Gombe State Ministry of Special Duties and Regional Integration. In the final act of heroism, Kulani saved his daughter, Amina, from electrocution, sacrificing his own life in the process. She remained in the bedroom. As he rushed back for her, in his haste to open the gate, he grabbed it, not seeing the live electric cable drop over the metal. The shock killed him. Spotting the flames on the wall, I realized cut electric cables were the cause. Sensing the danger, I rushed to save my family. The scale of the loss is immense. 5 people, including Permanent Secretary Kulani, lost their lives. 13 others sustained severe electrical injuries. The incident occurred near a busy area, close to a high-capacity electricity transformer, sending shockwaves through this Gombe community. The Gombe State Police Command has expressed deep shock and condolences, confirming an immediate investigation is underway. Governor Muhammadu Inuwa described Kulani's death as a colossal loss to the state civil service. The governor has directed full support for the injured and ordered a thorough investigation. While initial attempts to contact Jos Electricity Distribution Company drew no response, company personnel were observed assessing the site as we finalize this report. The community demands answers, hoping investigations would prevent such a tragedy from happening again. For now, they mourn a civil servant, a hero father, and 4 neighbors lost in a devastating incident. In Gombe, Tafawa Hamza Mayu, NTA News.
Well, on a lighter note, the occasion of his 83 birthday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has paid tribute to former head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, retired, celebrating his lifetime of service to Nigeria and Africa. In a statement, President Bola Tinubu commended General Abdulsalami Abubakar's historic role in overseeing Nigeria's transition to democratic rule in 1999. Calling it a watershed moment that it established our Fourth Republic. The general's selfless acts of transferring power to civilian leadership strengthened Nigeria's democratic foundations and set a constitutional precedent we continue to benefit from today. The president's statement highlighted General Abdulsalami's contribution as chairman of the National Peace Committee. His selfless act of handing over power paved the way for Nigeria's Fourth Republic and strengthened the principle of constitutional democracy. As chairman of the National Peace Committee, General Abubakar has continued to play a significant role in promoting dialogue, diffusing tension, and ensuring credible electoral processes in Nigeria. His voice of moderation, reason, and statesmanship is deeply valued in a time where unity and leadership are more critical than ever. He is a patriot of uncommon integrity whose service inspires generations of Nigerians in public life. As he marks another year of life, Nigeria honors his sacrifices, wisdom, and unyielding devotion to the peace and unity of our great nation. The president concluded with personal wishes for continued strength, good health, and divine grace for the elder statesman, while affirming that Nigeria remains grateful for his sacrifices and steadfast devotion to our nation's unity and progress. And with that, we conclude the news at 10. I am Comfort Amodu. Many thanks for watching.